Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Main Event Broadcast Network. Joe Garwood here as we have Game 1 of the doubleheader between St. Olaf and the Piedmont Lions. McBraer's first pitch is in there for a called strike one. Leadoff hitter for St. Olaf is number 15, Ann Fossum. First baseman. She'll ground one, 2 hops to third. Up with it is Caitlin Isley. Isley making her dramatic return to the field. Strong throw across the diamond, 1 out. And McBraer, a second pitch ground out. She will certainly take that.
Right fielder number 23, Shreya Ashok.
Stepping in, the right fielder for St. Olaf, number 23, Shreya Ashok. And she will take a pitch a little off the plate, 1-0 the count. Infield playing in, left-handed hitting Ashok. She's running out of the box like she's going to try to slap one, and she'll take a called strike one, even the count at 1-1. Breyer off of an outstanding hitting performance. Piedmont's doubleheader sweep to open conference play at Agnes Scott. On the mound this year, McBraer, 5-1 record. ERA in the mid-5s. Does have 21 strikeouts to lead Lady Lions, 36 innings pitched, and she's ahead in the count 1-2 to Ashok. St. Olaf comes in, 357 on base percentage, just a 257 average. They are a patient, disciplined team at the plate. And Ashok running out of the batter's box takes one just outside and low for ball number 2. Count even, 2-2. One hop chop, charging as McBraer wouldn't have a play anyway. Good scoop by Kara Taylor to not let that ball get down the right field line. It will be a swinging bunt single for Ashok to start things off. It'll be 1-on, 1 out for St. Olaf. The Ols from Minnesota. It'll be Kaylee Stegmeier stepping in for the Ols. Stegmeier, 234 average. No homers, 7 RBIs. Her 7 RBIs tied for the team lead for St. Olaf. St. Olaf enters with a 4-10 record. 1-5 showing last weekend at the Spring Games tournament in Claremont, Florida. However, 3 of those 5 losses were just by a single run. So if you're a St. Olaf fan, got to hope some of these close games will start to swing in their favor. If you're Piedmont, you're hoping it stays the same. So Lady Lions are on a bit of a solid streak. Won their last game at the NFCA Leadoff Classic in Columbus, Georgia. Had a doubleheader sweep at home against Webster on March 17th and a doubleheader sweep against Agnes Scott on the road this past Saturday. Things are trending upward for the Piedmont softball team, as that one will be up and off the plate. Count even, 1-1. Catcher Madison Henry tried to pick back behind the runner Ashok. Dove back in safely. Key player returning, Caitlin Isley. It's a key cog in the machine last year that won the USA South, that's been out with an injury this year, playing the field here in Game 1. Not hitting. And she will no doubt be a big return to the lineup. Just having her at third base is a big return for Coach Terry Martin. 2-1 the count. Madison Henry doing the catching today. Kara Taylor is at first base. Second baseman is Hannah Smith. We mentioned Isley at third. Drew Graham getting the start at shortstop. And that one's right down the middle for a called strike 2. Breyer 1 pitch away from a big strikeout to start things off. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch. Power fastball by McBraer. Blows away. The number 3 hitter for the Ols.
Conway.
Now stepping in for St. Olaf will be number 10, Andy Conway. Junior infielder from Dundee, Illinois. Conway comes in. Hitting .333 on the season, one of the better batting averages on the team, and she's down on the count 0-1. That'll be a called strike on the outside corner. St. Olaf. Mentioned coming in at 4-10. This one chopped. Foul down the third base line. One and two count. We'll see if McBrayer can strand a base runner here with one out in the top half of the first inning. Send the Lions back to the dugout. That one's yanked foul by Conway. Way out ahead of that one. Chopped foul off the right-hand side. Conway putting up a fight here. And a swing and a miss. McBrayer with a couple of strikeouts to end in the top half of the first. One hit, no runs for the Olies. And the Lady Lions will go to the bottom of the first, all tied up 0-0.
Stegmeier.
Leading things off for the Lady Lions, the red-hot Rebecca Stegmeier, fresh off being named USA South Player of the Year, or Player of the Week, rather. She went 8 for 8 in the doubleheader, reached base all 10 plate appearances against Agnes Scott. And she will take a called strike on the outside corner. Starting pitcher for the Olies is Abby Grismer. From Rapid City, South Dakota, a senior. That one's chopped on the ground to second base. Nice play by the second baseman. That was a nice play by Conway to her right. Threw out the speedy Stegmeier by a step and a half. And one out, nobody on. That will lead to Drew Graham.
Drew Graham.
Been a fixture in the two-hole most of the year. We had Caitlin Isley was in that 2 spot a lot of last year. Big shoes to fill for Graham. Hitting 241, no homers, 11 RBIs, tied for second on the team in runs batted in. She'll get ahead in the count. Fastball sails high and away. 1-0. That one's chopped on the ground to third. And Graham will be retired. 5-2-3 on the putout. Nice throw across the diamond by Stegmeier. And 2 out, nobody on. Kara Taylor will stand in. Taylor, 303 batting average, a home run, 15 RBIs.
Taylor.
Sophomore first baseman. A dramatic home run and a win the Raleigh tournament against Greensboro. Helped the Lady Lions steal a game there. And that one will cut off the plate away to Kara Taylor. She will be ahead in the count 0-1, or 1-0 rather.
Everything's safe.
Count even to Kara Taylor. And a swing and a miss. Looks like she was out ahead of it. Looked like maybe a changeup there from the pitcher, Grismer. And now Kara Taylor will have to battle down on the count 1-2.
I was already ready to say, nope, I'm not ready for that yet. Need a break.
To Hopper. And across the diamond, the throw is on the money. Lady Lions with 3 ground outs in the bottom of the first. They're down 1-2-3. We head to the top of the second. St. Olaf, 0. Piedmont, 0. Here, top half of the second inning. Piedmont and St. Olaf tied 0-0. Stepping in to lead things off for the Olies. And taking a called strike on the inside corner, number 20, Tara DeCrock. DeCrock, 302 batting average, a home run, 5 RBIs. One of 4 players in the lineup or on the roster with a home run. Leader is Ann Fossum with 2. Hannah Peschel and Emma Simons also have a home run each, and we're even at 1-1. McBrayer, a couple of strikeouts, pitched around a 1-out infield single in the top half of that first inning. And that's a good pitch on the inside corner from McBrayer. 1-2. She's shown she's been able to locate that fastball to both sides of the plate early on against these right-handed hitters for the Olies. That one sails high and in. Looked like she was trying to get a rise ball to get a chase there from DeCrock. He's played and started all 14 of the games for the Olies. And that one will sail up and away for ball 3. Count runs full, 3-2. Jam shot to her left is Drew Graham. Charges, throws on the run, and a nice play by Drew Graham. Retires DeCrock to start things off here in the top half of the second inning. Graham back to the position she's played a lot of during her career at Piedmont. Moving one slot over on the left side of the infield too short. She looked like a natural on that play. Now standing in will be Abby Grismer, the pitcher. Just a 200 average so far. No homers, 7 RBIs for the senior. And the pitch will be a called strike just above the belt. And McBrayer looks like she's got some good velocity working here early on today. That one will sail up and away. 1-1. The count to the Oli's pitcher. Good pitch there. McBrayer looks like in this inning she's really working that fastball that's going to run to that right-handed hitter. It's going to run in on the hands. It's going to be a tough pitch for them to keep fair and get the barrel on it. We've seen her have good success early and then work away to try to get the strikeout. We'll see what she does here. They look for a fastball, top of the zone at the outside corner. That's where she tries to go. It's chopped, too hot to the second baseman Smith. Up with it. Nice throw across. Short throw to Kara Taylor, and a couple of ground outs for McBrayer. That's what pitching coach Mallory Parson for the Lady Lions likes to see. Ball in play early in the count. Keep that pitch count low. Keep the infield engaged, and now we'll have a left-handed hitter stepping up for the Olies. It'll be Katie White. Actually, check that. Yeah, it will be the catcher Katie Whiteside, and she'll chop one foul at the plate for a 0-1 count. And trying to go up and in is McBrayer. That one, Whiteside was able to just lay off of it. 298 average coming in, near tops on the team. No homer, 6 RBI. She does have 5 doubles out of her 14 hits, so does have some gap-to-gap power. So McBrayer tries to go the outside edge and just misses 2-1 the count. Ball outside, 3-1. That one fouled away off to the left, out of play. Second left-handed hitter so far in this lineup for the Olies. Jam shot, rolled along the first base line. It'll stay fair, and Kara Taylor will simply step on first base for an easy 1-2-3 inning for McBrayer. We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score between Piedmont and St. Olaf.
Leading up the inning for the Lions, catcher number 25, Madison Henry.
Welcome back to the Main Event Broadcast Network. No score between St. Olaf and Piedmont in a game one of a doubleheader. Madison Henry stands in, cleanup hitter. Lady Lions grounded out 3 times, once to third, once to short, and once to second back in the first inning. And Henry, who's been a big source of power out of this Piedmont batting lineup, transfer out of North Georgia. Madison Henry jam shot. That one fouled off. 0-2 the count to Henry. 380 average, a home run, 10 RBIs.
Okay, just making sure. Thank you.
Ball in the dirt, 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Henry underneath that pitch, and Grismer has retired the first 4 in the batting order. Looks like Henry,
Pitcher number 12,
a little conference there with Emma McBrayer as she steps up to the plate. Maybe a little scouting report on what Grismer is featuring. McBrayer off of an outstanding hitting performance against Agnes Scott. She's now .375 on the season, a home run, 10 RBIs, chops one short softly to second base, and coming up with the play there is Conway, and McBrayer set down 5 in a row, retired to start the game for Grismer.
Now batting right fielder number 8, Taylor Buckner.
Now we'll see the right fielder, Taylor Buckner. Lady Lions have kind of shuffled things around in the outfield all season with the exception of Stegmeier, who's been a mainstay in center field. Buckner from the left side of the plate. Small sample size, just 15 at-bats, but she has 6 hits, good for a .400 average. 3 of those hits are doubles. She's slugging .600. Down on the count 0-1 though. We'll see if Piedmont can get a rally started with 2 outs in this inning. And that one's fouled away. Rise ball from Grismer that Buckner couldn't quite catch up to. Now she's going to have to battle down the count 0-2. A lot of options for Grismer to go to here. Grismer's numbers on the season, she's been very good on the mound. 2.67 ERA at that 0-3 record, very misleading as Buckner will pop one up left side of the infield. Foul territory, but room for the third baseman, Stegmeier, and a 1-2-3. Bottom of the second, we go to the top of the third. St. Olaf 0, Piedmont 0. Welcome back in, Main Event Broadcast Network.
The Oldies, the DP number 8, Faith Yee.
Be number 8, Faith Yee. Stepping in for the Oldies. Appears to me, looking at St. Olaf statistics, Yee does not have a recorded at-bat so far this season. She will take a call at strike 1 from Emma McBrayer. Both pitchers have been stout in the early going. We've seen just 1 base runner. We have not seen a ball leave the infield so far. 1 base runner to reach for St. Olaf, the infield single with 1 out in the first inning. That one's chopped foul. McBrayer's done a really good job of working that sinker kind of off of the back foot of these right-handed hitters. There's really nothing they can do. You're going to see a lot of foul balls off the hands that are chopped down the third base line, and those are easy ways to steal strikes, get ahead in the count, and now McBrayer can use both sides of the plate. She has access to all of her pitches. Just a lot of options for the sophomore to go to here. And she tries to go fastball. Maybe got a little too much of the plate for an 0-2 pitch there. Looks over to the dugout to almost to say maybe got away with one there, but good fastball. That's why velocity kind of matters. You can make a mistake and still beat the batter. He fouls it straight back, 0-2 again. Hit sharply, but handled by Hannah Smith. One little slide to her left and an easy play over to Kara Taylor. Another ground out for McBrayer. And she has
number 11, Maya Patty.
set down 6 in a row. And now we will have the shortstop 9-hitter, Maya Patty. Patty just 143, 3 for 21 at the plate. Looking to break out of an early season slump. And late on that one, 2-hopper. Taylor will handle that and just take 1 step to her left, touch first base. Another unassisted ground out. Taylor ended the second inning as well in the same fashion. We'll see if McBrayer can keep these these low pitch count at bats keep things rolling. As we go back to the top of the order, and Fossum will step in, and she will take a called strike. McBrayer, oftentimes at a pitcher, you kind of see, once you get in a rhythm, you can just kind of get on a little bit of autopilot. Like your release point is feeling good. You're commanding all of your pitches. Plays are being made behind you in the field, which is also critical. And McBrayer with a good sinker swung right over the top of that one, did Fossum. Fossum, as we mentioned earlier, 233 coming in. Leads the team in home runs with a couple, but only 4 RBIs. Probably a product of hitting in that leadoff spot. Not a ton of base runners on in front of her, and she will take a good waste pitch there by McBrayer. See if she can get a chase on a fastball rising up to the letters, and good take by Fossum to lay off of it. And tries to go upstairs again. Missed a little bit too high there. We'll see what McBrayer has with the 2-2 pitch. Tried to go upstairs a couple times in a row. Didn't get the chase that she wanted. Look for something maybe down below the knees. Tried to go upstairs a third time in a row. Tripled up on the high rise ball, and that one Fossum just able to catch up to and foul straight back out of play. We'll have shout out Brett Loftus, who is unable to be with us today. Deuce is wild for the first time here at the Walker Athletic Complex in this doubleheader. And McBrayer goes upstairs again. This one just off the plate inside. And we will run things full. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this might be the first full count that McBrayer has gotten to in this game. She's been that efficient with her pitches so far. 3-2, check swing, pop up, and Smith will drift over. Calls off Kara Taylor. 1-2-3 inning for McBrayer. She is rolling, and we go to the bottom of the third inning. Piedmont 0, St. Olaf 0.
The DP number 3, Jasmine Lowry.
Stepping in to lead things off for the Lady Lions in the bottom of the third will be the DP, Jasmine Lowry. Also working her way back from an injury as well. She'll take a call with the fouls it away. Still alive, 1-2 the count. Lowry at 188 on the season. Just 3 for 16, small sample size. Hit the top of the lineup a little bit early on. Selling in the 7th spot. Man, that one way out ahead of was Lowry. That was hit over near the Piedmont Soccer Lacrosse Complex. She will live to see another pitch. Grismer working both sides of the plate, went outside a couple times, then tried to get one in on Lowry, who was ready for it. Turns on another one. Looks like Lowry trying to go inside. May not be the move if you're Grismer. She better not leave one any more out over the plate. That could be trouble for the Olies. Piedmont still looking for its first hit of the ball game. Ball has been on the ground a ton from both pitchers. Infields have gotten their work in early on. And a cutter off the outside. Looked like Lowry just barely got a piece of that one. Catcher was unable to hold on to it. And it looks like Grismer slipped as she was going to set to release that pitch. Plays around with the dirt there in her landing spot. Still good take by Lowry. That pitch had a lot of cutting action off the outside corner of the plate, and she's worked the count back full 3-2. And got a change up there, left up. Lowry just out ahead of it, barely got a piece of it. It's already fully rotated through the swing. Just got that one off the end of the bat. And that one will be a ball just low and inside. Great at bat there by Jasmine Lowry.
Now batting second baseman number 24, Hannah Smith.
First career walk drawn by the freshman. Now standing in, looks like Terry Martin will have a conference with the home plate umpire. We're going to have a pinch runner here for the Lady Lions. Looks like it's going to be Caitlin Isley. Hannah Smith will step in at the dish. Smith, left-handed hitter. Can't hit from the right side as well. Pulls back. Stealing is Isley. Slides in safely. Just avoiding the tag. Did not get a great jump, but she made up for it with an outstanding slide, and now she's in scoring position. Not sure if that pitch was called a strike or a ball. But either way, Isley standing in scoring position with nobody out for Hannah Smith. Smith just .212 batting average, 7 for 33 on the season, has scored 7 runs, and that's a foul ball. And that will even things up. First pitch was a ball off the plate. Count even now, 1-1. So if you're Smith, you really want to, a game that's been as well pitched as this one has been in the early going, you want to just do whatever you can to try and manufacture a run. So we'll see if Terry Martin, Hannah Smith's a perfect person to play small ball with. Slap hitting second baseman for the Lady Lions. Infield playing in for the Olies. She'll square to bunt, pulls back as the pitch goes in the dirt, and looks like they're going to rule that a foul ball. Maybe Smith did not quite pull that bat back in time. One and two the count to the sophomore. And that one will sail outside. Smith played a lot of right field last season. Hit near the bottom of the order. Remember, it was an outstanding season for her. She is now moving into the infield to replace the departed TK Sauls, who was a mainstay at second base for the previous 4 years for Piedmont. Big shoes to fill. Smith's definitely a very talented player, and now she's worked the count full 3-2. Chance for Piedmont to start something at the bottom of the order. First 6 batters were retired until Lowry reached on the walk, and that one will be another walk. Great eye there by Hannah Smith. That pitch was just off the outside corner. Home plate umpire not stretching the edges there, and now we'll see Kennedy Votava, number 32. Left-handed hitting freshman outfielder. Off to a solid start. 30-18 average, 13 games, 10 starts. She's 7 out of 22. All of her hits have been singles so far. Just 3 strikeouts for Votava. Going against a pair of walks, and that one dots the outside corner from Grismer. Looks like potentially Votava may have missed a bunt sign there. This is a prime opportunity to bunt. At the top of the order looming. She's a bottom of the order hitter. She'll get the bunt down this time, though. Fielded by the third baseman. Quick throw across. Second baseman Conway was covering. Well played by the Olies, but the sacrifice successful for the freshman Votava. One way to make up for the missed sign is to get the bunt down on the 0-1 pitch, and she did just that. Well, conversation with Terry Martin as she goes back to the dugout. All in all, still a productive at-bat, productive out, and now you get 2 runners in scoring position for the red-hot Rebecca Stegmeier. Grounded out in her first plate appearance. She is human after reaching all 10 times Saturday against Agnes Scott, and she will take a ball sailing way off the plate and upstairs 1-0. Stegmeier, 5 stolen bases. She's a major threat when she gets on the base pass. This season she has She has shown some RBI potential as well. She's got 11. That one's slapped into center field, driving quickly, and then coming on will be the center fielder to make the catch. Tagging from third and scoring will be Jasmine Lowry, and it'll be a sacrifice fly for Rebecca Stegmeier. Productive out. Lady Lions playing some ABC baseball, as they call it, just manufacturing a run. They drew a couple of walks, a couple of outstanding at-bats from Lowry and Smith, a couple of underclassmen. Votava gets the bunt down, puts two in scoring position, and then Stegmeier with the shallow sacrifice fly. And now we'll see Drew Graham, who will step in and take a ball upstairs, 1-0. Another scoring position opportunity. Graham tied with Stegmeier coming into the game with 11 RBIs. That's second on the team behind only Kara Taylor. McBrayer and Madison Henry each have 10. Graham with 4 walks, 9 strikeouts. She is one of just 2 Lady Lions, along with Stegmeier, to start and play in all 19 games so far this season. Hit sharply, one hop, nice play by the shortstop for the Ole's. Throw is a little bit off the mark, and it pulls the one off the bag. And now taking home plate. Alert base running by Hannah Smith. Terry Martin told her to not stop. She never hesitated and scored from second base on the throwing error by the St. Olaf shortstop. Patty made an outstanding play. Looks like we might have a pitching change, potentially, or some kind of substitution. Looks like the head coach for the Ole's having some discussion with the umpires. They're going to confer and uphold the call. Obviously no substitution. Grismer has been very good so far. Piedmont has struck for a couple runs. Head coach for the Ole's is Kayla Hatting in her 6th season with the team. Just want a little clarification. Looks like the throw from Patty just pulled the first baseman off the bag. Fossum tried to stretch as much as she could, just unable to hold it, and then the momentum, as that one's ripped foul by Kara Taylor, the momentum of the throw pulled her, had her back to the base runner, and if Hannah Smith had hesitated at all, she could have been thrown out. But she's got good speed, was running on contact with 2 outs, and there's that aggressive, patented aggressive base running that Piedmont has made a staple of its program under Terry Martin, paying off there. Taylor skies one foul, and it will hit just over the first base dugout, out of play foul. Kara Taylor will have to battle now down the count 0-2. She's fallen behind 0-2 in each of her 2 at-bats so far today. We'll see if she can shorten up that swing and put the ball in play, put a little pressure on the St. Olaf defense. And that one sails off the plate away. Runner goes, and Graham head first slide, and she is in safely. Looks like she may have come up a little bit injured, and she is in some pain. We're going to take a break as the athletic training staff and head coach Terry Martin go to check on Graham at second base. Welcome back to the Walker Athletic Complex. Drew Graham walked off the field under her own power. She is being replaced, though, in the field at shortstop by Macy Allen. She will take over at short. Graham actually was ruled out on the play. She stole the base, but as she came up in pain after diving headfirst into second base, she was actually came off of the base and was tagged out to end the inning. Piedmont, ironically, is being no hit still through 3 innings of play. They do have a 2-run lead, though. They have the crooked number where it counts. They manufactured, if there ever was a way to manufacture some runs, Piedmont found a way to do it in that inning. They worked a couple of big at-bats from Lowry and Hannah Smith. Full counts, drew the walk, took some very close pitches on the 3-2 offering. They were moved over by a perfectly placed sacrifice bunt by Kennedy Votava, and then Stegmeier came up with the sacrifice fly. And then a ground out, diving, nice play on the field by Patty. Her throw just pulled the first baseman off the bag. And Hannah Smith alertly running on contact. Devers slowed down, scored from second base standing up. And that's where we stand, 2-0. Emma McBrayer has allowed just 1 hit. It's an infield single. And now we're going to have, leading off, it will be the right fielder. Number 23, Shreya Ashok. And Ashok will step in. She's the only batter to reach. Hannah Smith playing right where she chopped it, basically right beside McBrayer. It's about as shallow as you can get, as looks like after running, trying to do the slap hitting style. It's worked to a tune of a 361 average and has only gone up after the single in the first inning. She's 13 for 36 on the season. A double, a triple amongst those base hits, and a check swing. Peel down to first base. Umpire says she was able to pull the bat back, and now Ashok is up 2-0 in the count. And good pitch there by McBrayer. That one found the inside part of the plate. Gets back in the count, 2-1. Ollie's going with the gray uniform, black pants, black helmet. Piedmont in the green uniforms with the black pants today. Back to the pitcher. McBrayer comes up firing, and the play is made as Taylor holds the bag at first. McBrayer has basically retired the lineup in order, except for the infield hit. Ball has not been hit sharply really at all today by the Ollies. And Kaylee Stegmeier, the third baseman, will step in. And that one she is late on, almost snuck it down the first base line past Taylor, just foul. We've seen a lot of right-handed hitters being late on fastballs by McBrayer. We've seen a good number of ground balls hit to the right side of the infield. So far, the Piedmont infield has been busy, but they have been up to the task. 0-1 the count to Stegmeier. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for the Ollies. 2 runs, no hits, no errors for the Lions. Change up by McBrayer. That finds the outside corner. Great pitch there. If she can locate that, the speed difference alone is going to make her hard to time up. Now she stays soft, or she go right back to the heat. Look for maybe something rising just above between the belt and the letters. See if she can get Stegmeier to go chasing after it. And she's where she tried to go, just got a little too much of it. Not quite able to finish that pitch. Missed a little bit too high for Stegmeier to offer 1-2. What she was trying to do just didn't quite hit her spot. We'll see what she goes with 1-2. Still a lot of options to work with up in the count. And just off the plate, that looked like the umpire was about set to ring up Stegmeier, but did not do it. McBrayer wanted that call, so did Terry Martin. Count even, 2-2. Chopped and played on a hop by Kara Taylor. That's ruled a fair ball. Nice play by the first baseman. Looks like Stegmeier has her hands out like that was a foul ball, but the home plate umpire made the definitive call, ruled it fair, and Piedmont will take the out. That's the third 3 unassisted play for Kara Taylor in this ball game. Now we'll have Conway, Andy Conway, stepping in. 2 outs, nobody on. McBrair's retired 10 in a row. This one's chopped. To her left is Allen. Hits off the end of her glove. That'll be a well-placed single up the middle. Second hit of the ball game for the Olies. First that will have reached the outfield. Allen just into the ball game for the injured Drew Graham. Tested early. That would have been an incredible play if she was able to make that, even if she comes up with it. Not sure if she's going to be able to make the throw in time. Now, number 20, Tara DeCrook will step in. She's late on that pitch. Guys it foul out of play off to the right. 2 outs. Runner will be going on contact. Ball has been consistently on the ground. Not a lot of balls hitting the air against McBrair usually, and that's been the same. But more of the same here today this afternoon here in game 1 of this doubleheader as she dots the outside corner for a called strike 2. And now it's that riding fastball that runs in on the hands of the right-handed hitter. Nothing that the Crook was able to do there, just able to fight it off and pull it foul. See McBrair, she went away a couple times, then tried to go back inside. We'll see what she doubles up inside or goes back out. She goes back out, and the pitch misses just outside the throw back to first, and Henry thought she picked off Conway, who just barely dove in. That was a well-executed back pick play by Madison Henry. That throw was right on the money, just barely able to get back was Conway. 1-2 the count. That pitch just missed off the plate as well. Good pitch by McBrair, 0-2. This one's reached out and poked into right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Stegmeier able to cut it off, going first to third and standing in at third base will be Conway. Good piece of hitting there. Looked like the Crook was looking for something on the outside part of the plate. Got something that maybe got a little too much of the play and was able to put the best swing the Olies have taken in this ball game.
The pitcher, number 2, Abby Grismer.
On McBrair now, runners in the corners, biggest threat so far for St. Olaf. It'll be the pitcher, Grismer, stepping in. A couple of ducks on the pond, 1 runner in scoring position. A couple hits in the inning. McBrair had set down 9 in a row before the back-to-back hits with 2 outs here in the top half of the 4th. And that one sails up and in for ball 1, 1-0. Chopped, 1 hop. Isley will go across the diamond to first, and the throw is on the target. 2 runners left on. McBrair still has a shutout going. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Piedmont 2, St. Olaf 0.
For the Olies. off the inning.
Welcome back to the Main Event Broadcasting Network here at the Walker Athletic Complex. Game 1 of 2, softball doubleheader. Piedmont up 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Kara Taylor will step in. She's going to have a fresh count. Was falling behind the count 0-2 when Drew Graham was caught stealing to end the last frame. Slow changeup from Grismer. Kara Taylor way out ahead of that one. 0-1 the count. Lady Lions still looking for their first hit, although they do lead the game 2-0. We'll see what the 0-1 pitch comes from Grismer. That will sail off the plate. Count even now 1-1 to the Piedmont first baseman. Taylor, sophomore from Beaufort, Georgia. And that one's launched out toward left center field. Turning and running as a center fielder. That ball is gone. Kara Taylor absolutely crushed that one out to left center field. Nearly hit the Piedmont scoreboard, as she will circle the bases for her second home run of the season. The way that ball was absolutely crushed. You don't see a ton of home runs hit to the Walker Athletic Complex out to that part of the yard. But Piedmont's first hit was a loud one as Taylor comes strutting back to the dugout, about to be mobbed by her teammates. You love to see that if you're a Piedmont fan. By far the hardest hit ball of this game. Would love to know some exit velocity numbers on that one. It's one of those you thought was hit pretty hard off the bat, but then the way the center fielder for the Olies, DeCrook, turned and basically barely gave it a cursory look. You knew that ball was absolutely ticketed for the seats. And that one's fouled straight back. Good cut by Madison Henry. Speaking of power threat, Henry definitely has the power to leave the yard. Probably the most raw power on the team from the right side. North Georgia transfer. And slow changeup that misses down for ball one. Count even 1-1. Henry from Madison, Georgia, Morgan County High School. As we mentioned, played her first couple of years at University of North Georgia. Swing and a miss. Big cut by Henry. Now she'll have to battle down 1 and 2. And swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Grismer. Good job by the right-hander to battle back after sometimes it's kind of a shock to the system if you get a ball hit as hard as Kara Taylor just hit one out of the yard. Credit to her with another big power threat coming up. She bared down, made a couple of good pitches, and gets the first out of the inning. No rest for the weary as Emma McBrayer steps in. She's a big threat as well to leave the yard, and she will take a ball 1-0. McBrayer went 4 for 6. Hit for the cycle over the 2 games at Agnes Scott over the weekend. And that one is turned on, and she just got out ahead of it a little too much. That one's hit foul. Count even 1-1. McBrayer probably hit the biggest home run of the season last year for the Lady Lions. Thunderous blast, kind of near where Kara Taylor's home run just went. The coming back in the conference tournament elimination game to defeat NC Wesleyan. For that performance, McBrayer was named the USA South Tournament MVP back in 2021. That was just her freshman season. She'll pop this one up on the infield. The shortstop, Patty, will drift over a little bit, calls off the third baseman, makes the catch, and we have 2 outs. Nobody on. We'll see what Taylor Buckner can do. Buckner 0 for 1. Flew out her first time up as well.
Taylor Buckner.
Buckner, sophomore left-handed hitter from Winder, Georgia, Bethlehem Christian High School. Part-time player last year, saw a lot of action as a pinch runner in a crowded outfield situation. We saw that departed Conference Player of the Year, Caitlin Perry, was a big hole to fill in left field. You knew Stegmeier was going to be entrenched in center, so that left 2 spots really open, and a lot of newcomers. Early in the season, almost seemed like Coach Terry Marr was just trying to see who would really step forward and establish themselves as, you know, the player that forced him to play them. And Buckner is off to a good start, swings and misses there. She was very much not looking for that pitch, looking fastball in the inner half, got a change-up, slow change-up at that, drifting down and away. And Buckner will now be forced to cut down on her swing, down 0-2. This one's lifted out to the right side of the infield, foul territory, drifting over and will land on top of the St. Olaf dugout, running out of room. was number 15, and Fossum. Another 0-2 coming from Grismer. Slow change and good eye there by Buckner. Watches that one drift off the plate. 1-2 the count. Check that. Count will be 2-2. Home plate umpire signals up to the press box. Deuces wild. And now we'll run things full. Good at bat by Buckner. We saw a couple of really good at bats by the bottom of the order back in the third inning when Piedmont was able to scratch across a couple of runs. As Smith and Jasmine Lowry both worked walks. Buckner reaches out and pokes one, softly hit, and coming on to make the play will be the second baseman Conway. The home run, thunderous blast by Kara Taylor makes it a 3-0 Piedmont lead. We go to the top of the fifth at the Walker Athletic Complex.
Lions lead 3-0. Leading off for St. Olaf, catcher number 28, Katie Whiteside.
Back here at the Walker Athletic Complex, Joseph Garwood here on the Main Event Broadcast Network. Piedmont leads St. Olaf 3-0 as we go to the top half of the fifth inning. McBrayer scattered a couple hits back in the fourth straight at 2 runners. And then Taylor with that titanic home run to left center field made it a 3-0 Piedmont lead. This is where it's all the momentum is back in the Piedmont dugout. She got out of a jam in the top half of the last inning. You have the home run. You increase the lead to 3-0. You really need a shutdown inning, especially the bottom part of the order. 7, 8, 9 due up. And it will be Katie Whiteside, the catcher. Left-handed hitter will stand in first, and she is up in the count 1-0. Slow change, and that one drifts off the plate as well. Down on the count 2-0 is Whiteside. Fastball, that one misses, must have missed just a little bit high. That one definitely had the plate. And McBrayer struggling to find a zone. Count now 3-1 actually. We'll see if she can battle back down in the count. And that one will catch the outside corner. Good pitch there, McBrayer. We've seen her use that pitch that runs basically away from a lefty into a right. We've seen her use that a lot to try to get on the hands of right-handed hitters. First time we've seen her really use that effectively to a lefty. Same pitch. This one's off the end of the bat. Driving to her right is Hannah Smith. The throw pulls Kara Taylor off the bag. That should be probably should be an infield hit, as that was going to be a tough play for Hannah Smith. Maybe a good throw could potentially have gotten the runner by a step with a left-handed batter coming out of the batter's box. Tough play for Smith.
Player number 8, Faith Yee.
Just really didn't have enough time to get her feet set to make a accurate and strong throw. As now we'll see Faith Yee step in for the Olies. Brayer, second consecutive inning, she will have traffic. First time she's allowed a leadoff hitter to reach, though. Squaring to bunt is Yee, gets it down in fair territory. Barehanded by Isley, she'll make a throw on target. Nice play there by Hannah Smith covering from second base. Go in the books as a sacrifice, 5-4 on the putout. Oli's just trying to play for 1 run. Not trying to get it all back here in 1 inning. Trying to get it back in increments, as now we'll see the shortstop, number 9 hitter, Maya Patty.
Shortstop number 11, Maya Patty.
Will step in. Patty retired her first time up. slow change, and that finds the zone. That's just stealing a strike there for McBrayer. You've seen her mix in that slow change up a little bit more second time through the order. That's where it pays off to have a deep pitching arsenal. Deeper repertoire this year for McBrayer. More command of her secondary pitches. And that's going to come with experience. She tries to rise ball. That one misses just high. Good take there by Patty. Evens the count 1-1. Jam shot. There's that riding two-seamer, just throwing it almost straight toward the back foot of the right-handed hitter. And that's going to be a tough pitch. If she can locate that, that's going to be a tough pitch for anybody to hit. It's going to lead to a lot of foul balls and a lot of stolen strikes, 1 and 2. That one's hit softly to second base, and Smith catches it out of the air. Diving back into second is Whiteside. 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. That pitch got in on the kitchen of
first baseman number 15
Patty. Hit on a line, but not a ton of velocity behind it. Smith able to easily make that play. Top of the order. And Fossum, the first baseman, will take that one for a called strike one on the outside edge. McBrayer, after fell behind the count 3-0 to the leadoff hitter Whiteside, ended up giving up the infield single, but she's been ahead in the count to each of the 3 batters since then. This one's hit sharply, right center field. That's going to get down and roll a while. Coming around to score will be Whiteside. On her way into second base, Fossum. She will cut the bag, head for third. Relay throw. She's going to be out by a mile if the tag gets put on, and it does. Well-executed relay by the Lady Lions. The run does count. It will be a 3-1 ball game, but we will go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Piedmont 3, St. Olaf 1. You're listening to Piedmont Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back to the Walker Athletic Complex. Piedmont leads St. Olaf 3-1. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning as Jasmine Lowry will swing at the first pitch she sees and foul it straight back. Lowry worked a long at bat that led to a walk, first of her career. Then eventually came around to score on a sacrifice fly. Piedmont's first run of the ball game back in the 3rd inning. See if she can battle back down 0-1. This one's lifted out towards center field, coming on the center fielder to Crook, and she will handle that one easily for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Recapping the end of that last half inning, a rocket to right center field by Fossum. Got the run home easily from second. She was trying to stretch that double into a triple. And that's one of those plays where you're going to be aggressive. You're going to make the defense execute a perfect relay, and to Piedmont's credit, they did. Running out of the box is Smith. Got a good piece of that one. Fouled it straight back to the screen. 0-1 the count. one sails high and away, ball one. One and one the count. That one will sail up and away for ball two, 2-1. That one swung on and missed for strike two. Hannah Smith, along with Lowry, she also drew a big walk and came around to score in that inning. Check swing. We'll see if she held up. They're going to say she did go around. So Hannah Smith will be down on strikes for out number two in the inning. Got to give credit to the pitcher, Grismer. She did not allow a hit.
Now batting left fielder.
Gave up a couple runs back in the third, and then gave up the long home run to begin the fourth inning by Kara Taylor. But she has settled in since then. She has retired the next 5 hitters in a row for the Lady Lions as Kennedy Votava will take a ball up and away. 1-0 the count to the freshman outfielder. Votava, freshman from Walnut Grove High School. She'll take a called strike on the outside corner, even sinks up at 1-1. Looks like Votava may have missed the bunt sign. Runners at first and second, nobody out in her first plate appearance, but then she picked up on it her second pitch and then got the bunt down to perfection. Really set up that run scoring opportunity for Lady Lions. If Hannah Smith's not on second, she doesn't score on the error. And obviously the runner at third, Lowry, does not score from third on the fly out by Stegmeier to start her with one out in that inning. 1-2 the count, and looks like Votava waved and missed it that one. A good pitch by Grismer, and that quick 1-2-3 inning. That's the Lady Lions go down in order. In the bottom of the fifth, we go to the top of the sixth. Piedmont 3, St. Olaf 1.
Lions still lead 3-1 after 5.
to the Walker Athletic Complex. Apologies for the audio issues last inning as we head to the bottom of the fifth. Bottom of the sixth rather, Lady Lions lead 3-1. Rebecca Stegmeier, top of the order, coming up for Piedmont. Stegmeier ground out her first plate appearance. Productive out, sac fly, RBI, her second time up. Last inning, McBrayer worked into and out of trouble, stranded a couple base runners. Nice sliding catch in left field there by Kennedy Votava. Stegmeier take a ball way up and out of the plate, or way up and off the plate rather, as Stegmeier evens the count 1-1. Stegmeier up to 12 RBIs on the season. That is second on the team, only behind Kara Taylor, 16. Another one off the plate by Grismer, the right-handed pitcher who's done an outstanding job. Has only allowed one hit, the home run to Kara Taylor. A couple of walks led to a couple of runs in the fourth inning. Stegmeier will change that right there. A single that creeps up the middle. And Stegmeier is aboard at first base. Dangerous runner as well. She has a stolen base threat every time she reaches. She is 20 out of 20. She's got the career record already. Looking to get near the single season record if she can keep this pace up throughout the season. Now Macy Allen will step in, defensive replacement for Drew Graham, who left the game with an injury back in the middle innings. Allen will square a bunt and fouls it straight back to the screen. 0-1 the count. Taylor on deck. Allen squares the bunt, pulls back, pitches away for ball one. 1-1 the count. Bunted sharply. Third baseman charging. Runner going to third, nobody covering, and Stegmeier steals the extra base. Doesn't go in the book as a stolen base. Should just be a sacrifice bunt. And Stegmeier, sacrifice bunt 5-4. Stegmeier then with the third baseman charging, it was up to the left fielder to come flying in. She got there, but too late for the throw to beat her.
First baseman number 31, Kara Taylor.
Got to give credit to Macy Allen. Wasn't able to deaden it much, but Piedmont will certainly take it. One out, runner at third. Now a big opportunity. Now there's many, many more ways you can score a run without the benefit of a hit with that runner at third base and one out as opposed to second. As Taylor out ahead of that one sends it foul off to the left near the Piedmont bullpen. Taylor left the yard in a monstrous home run to left center field her first time up, or her second time up. And that one in the dirt. Good stop there by the catcher, Weissite. Stegmeier looking for any opportunity she can to swipe, or to basically take this base and get a critical insurance run. You'd like your chances going up to the top of the seventh, up 3. Ground ball. Stumbling is the shortstop, Patty. That's going to go down as an infield hit. That ball was hit sharply. Almost took Patty off of her feet. Stegmeier was going to score anyway. But give Taylor credit for her second hit of the game, her second RBI at the game. And there it is, that critical insurance run. Piedmont now up ahead, 4-1. Taylor will get lifted for a pinch runner. It'll look like it'll be number 11, Hannah Calloway. Calloway is a sophomore from...
Pinch running for the Lions, number 11, Hannah Calloway. Now batting, catcher number 25, Madison Henry.
Sophomore outfielder from Madison, Georgia, Morgan County High School. Same high school that Madison Henry, who is now stepping up to the plate, went to. Henry, strikeout victim her last time up. Chance to really break this game open if she can get a hold of one here. The one out in this inning. We'll see this pinch runner written down in the book by the home plate umpire, and Henry looks down to third base coach Terry Martin for her signs. Only sign I would think of here is see if you can hit one farther than Kara Taylor did. Give Piedmont's McBrayer a little bit even more of a cushion going to the 7th. Actually, that back, Henry will square the bunt, pulls it back to throw down the second base, and caught stealing is Hannah Calloway. Nice pick and tag by the shortstop, Maya Patty. Terry Martin will calmly walk out to the second base umpire to get an explanation as Calloway is staying on second base. Rarely ever do you see a call like this overturned, but we'll see what amounts to it. Got to give credit to the tag by the shortstop, Patty, there. Not often you can see in one motion that second baseman or shortstop, any middle infielder on a steal attempt at second base, get the tag down as well as be able to pick the ball coming on a hop from the catcher. A little bit of a meeting. Second base umpire now will go explain things down the first base line to St. Olaf head coach Kayla Hatting. We'll see what the result of this is. Pretty big play. You're either going to have 2 outs, nobody on, or a runner in scoring position for Madison Henry, who's one of the top RBI threats in this order for Piedmont. Kind of tend to believe that this is going to be an overturned call that we rarely see. Hence the lengthy and intense discussion happening down the first base line between Hatting and the field umpire. Calloway is going nowhere. The discussion is over. And looks like Calloway is standing on second base. No official ruling from the umpire, but my guess is Calloway will be safe. Give her a stolen base. And that will be her 5th of the season. Calloway still not being caught. Lady Lions will certainly take that. We'll see if they can take advantage. Count is 1-0. As the first pitch to Henry was a ball. She squared the bunt and pulled it back. Now, the only thing she'll be doing, try to get this run home any way she can. Pitch misses off the plate away. We'll see how Grismer reacts to this adversity. She already battled back from the long home run by Taylor and retired a number of Piedmont hitters in order after that. She thought she was going to have 2 outs and nobody on. Now she's got to bear down a dangerous hitter at the plate. An RBI opportunity. Delivered a nice pitch, change of pace, and Henry out ahead of it. Swung right through it, 2-1. Slow change. Henry gets a piece of this one. Hit deep, carrying. Left fielder's turned around. It's going to fall over her head. Heading to third base and rounding third. And sliding in. Calloway will be out. Actually, they're going to roll her safe as Calloway had a very adventurous trip around the base pass, but she will plate Piedmont's 5th run of the ball game. The catcher, I was about to say the catcher, Whiteside, made an incredible play to keep control of that ball after Calloway slid into her. But Henry hit that ball almost a mile in the air. You could tell the left fielder, Hannah Peschel, who has entered in the flex last inning for her sister, Jenna Peschel. She was all turned around out in left field. That ball just kept on carrying off the bat of Henry, and even with 1 out, Terry Martin being aggressive on the base pass. Calloway was the throw beater by a pretty significant margin, but slid in feet first, clean slide, and unable to handle the throw was the catcher Whiteside. As Emma McBrayer stands in, she takes ball 1 inside, 1-0. That one stung up the middle. It will fall into center field. Henry will jog home from third base, and Piedmont increases the lead to 6-1. Emma McBrayer, that ball was sharply hit. Piedmont's bats are starting to come to life here in the late going. They just had 1 hit a couple innings ago. Now they're up to 5. No errors. A 6-1 lead. Still looking to do more damage. We'll see Terry Martin. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter, as scheduled batter was Taylor Buckner. We'll have a meeting in the circle as well. We might have power infield. will have a conference. We'll see who the pinch hitter for the Lady Lions will be. Could be Michaela Quesada, number 16. Former NFCA National Player of the Week, Michaela Quesada, will pinch hit for Taylor Buckner. Quesada hasn't seen much action this season yet, but she's got an opportunity here with a Piedmont 6-1 lead.
Lions number 16, Michaela Quesada.
Quesada just 3 at-bats, still looking for her first hit on the season. Chance to maybe get somebody going, potential threat off the bench. She's got power. She's shown that already in her career. Chance to add on to this lead. First pitch swinging, getting aggressive, and swings right through a first pitch fastball, 0-1 the count. Count 0-2 now. Quesada unable to check her swing on that slow pitch in the dirt. And 3 pitches. Quesada will take a seat. Well pitched at bat there by the pitcher Conway, or rather Grismer. Gotta give Grismer credit for battling back. Third time through the order, it seems like Piedmont's bats have kind of started to figure out her arsenal a little bit. We're having another pinch hitter. This time it will be the right fielder, Jenna Broach. She will take down Lowry. Broach, power left-handed bat in this order for the Lady Lions. 2 outs, 1 on. We'll see what she can do. Piedmont leads at 6-1. Lady Lions scoreless through the first 2. They got 2 in the third, 1 more in the fourth on the Taylor home run. And they've added 3 more here in the bottom of the 6th. Broach gets a hold of that one, right field. This one's hit pretty well, going back, and that one clears the fence. Jenna Broach, first career homer for the sophomore. 8-1 Lions. Terry Martin pushing the right button with the pinch hitting substitution there, and this game has been broken open in favor of the Lady Lions here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They just need 1 more run for this to be a run rule game. They've scored 5 times in the bottom of the 6th. Broach absolutely crushed that ball to right field. Piedmont's 6th hit, 2 of them have left the yard. One thing we kind of have noticed this season with Caitlin Perry's departure, the power of the Piedmont lineup has not quite come to fruition as much this year as maybe last year, but we're kind of starting to see some players settle in. And to go along with the speed they have throughout the order, they add some power, especially coming off the bench with Broach. It's a critical piece to add. And it's an 8-1 lead as Hannah Smith will take a called strike on the outside corner. That evens the count 1-1. Coming in, Broach was 0 for 7 on the season. So we'll see if this swing can get her 2022 campaign kick-started, because that ball was demolished to right field. Pair of home runs for the Lady Lions here in this game. They lead at 8-1. And Smith hits one sharply on the ground. Couple of hops handled over there by Conway. That will retire the Lady Lions. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Piedmont 8, St. Olaf 1.
Runs on 5 hits, no errors, and none left.
Welcome back to Walker Athletic Complex. 8-1 lead for Piedmont softball over St. Olaf. Game 1 of 2 here today. We'll have game 2 coming up either 4 p.m. or maybe a little bit earlier. We'll give you the could potentially start around 30 minutes or so after the conclusion of this one. We're running a little bit ahead of schedule. New pitcher for the Lady Lions will be right-hander Faith Vinto. Vinto number 27. Snellville, Georgia sophomore. Transfer from Young Harris. Jenna Broach will stay in after the pinch hit home run. She'll stay in and play right field. And the first pitch from Vinto will sail off the plate away. Ball 1. Number 28. Katie Whiteside, the catcher, will lead things off. Her third trip to the plate this afternoon. And Vinto will miss off the plate again. 1-0. Vinto, 2 appearances so far this season, 4 2/3 innings. Does not have a strikeout. 1.93 ERA for the sophomore. And she's off the plate again, 3-0. One thing Terry Martin will not want to see is a 4-pitch leadoff walk. We'll see if Vinto can find the zone and battle back from falling behind in the count. And now she gets one off the outside corner, rather on the outside corner, 3-1 count. 3 more outs for the Lady Lions, trying to continue their winning ways. Played a really difficult early schedule, as they usually do, as Vinto finds the outside edge again and works the count back full. A lot of ranked teams, multiple top 10 teams. Piedmont held their own, had a little bit of a struggle early on in Columbus at the NFCA Leadoff Classic, but since the ended that tournament with a win, that one's yanked foul over number 6 Eastern Connecticut State. They followed that up with a doubleheader sweep against Webster and a doubleheader sweep at Agnes Scott to begin conference play. This is Piedmont's last non-conference scheduled contest of the season. They will be back in action tomorrow at home, hosting Wesleyan at 1-3. First home USA South contest of the year for Piedmont. And a swing and a miss by Whiteside. Good job by Vinto. That's her first career strikeout in a Piedmont uniform. Congratulations to her, battling back down 3-0 in the count. Found the strike zone and a big first out of this top half of the 7th inning. We'll now see the DP Faith Yee standing in. 2 outs away from closing out the 6th straight win for the Lady Lions. Look at the April schedule. Piedmont will be at home against Maryville. Always a tough series against the Scots. April 5th, 1-3 doubleheader. We'll have road contests at Huntington and at Brevard as Vinto misses off the plate, falls behind 2-0 once again. They'll be back at home on April 16th, a doubleheader against Covenant, and then at LaGrange and at Berea. Rather, at home against Berea on April 23rd. And now, once again, Vinto, second straight hitter. She has fallen behind 3-0-2. We'll see if she can battle back again like she did to start off the inning against Whiteside. Squaring the bunt, pulling back is Yee, and that pitch finds the middle of the plate for a called strike 1, 3-1 the count. And that one will sail up and in, and it will be a 5-pitch walk by Vinto, issued to Yee. Still at the bottom of the order, we'll see the 9-hitter Maya Patty. As head coach Terry Martin will come have a conversation with Vinto. The message, I'm sure, will be you're up 7 runs. Trust the defense. They've been outstanding today. No errors for the Lady Lions. And it'll be a short, quick message from Coach Martin. Vinto will stay in the circle. We'll see what she can do against Maya Patty. Double play ends the ball game. Game 2 scheduled to start around 30 minutes or so after the conclusion of this one.
Number 11, Maya Patty.
Lions offense has broken it open late. Piedmont's never trailed as Vinto misses off the plate in the dirt. 1-0 the count. That one's hit sharply up the middle, past a diving Macy Allen into center field. A well-stung ball there by Maya Patty. Don't look now, the Olies are not going away. Fighting till the last out, down 7 runs. They got 2 on with 1 out. We go back to the top half of the order, and Fossum.
Number 15, and Fossum.
We'll see how long a leash Coach Martin gives Vinto. The softball rules of re-entry. We might well see Emma McBrayer come back in to close this one out. A couple more base runners reach in a row for the Olies. And that one sails up 1-0. Once again, Vinto falling behind in the count. That one's yanked foul. Got way out ahead of that one, did Fossum, count even 1-1. When we move Piedmont to 12-8 on the season, St. Olaf will fall to 4-11. They're unable to complete the miracle comeback here in the top of the 7th. Fossum does have home run power, only player with more than 1 for the Olies. Grounded softly to the left side. Unable to make the play is Allen. Looks like we're going to have the batter or the runner from second to third. Yee will be called out. That ball hit her. She was unable to avoid it. Almost was perfectly played as she was going to shield the vision of Macy Allen. Go in the book as a 6U, and we'll have 2 on, 2 out.
Right fielder number 23, Shreya Ashok.
We'll say Shreya Ashok. Last hope for the Olies here in game 1, and she will take a called strike on the outside corner. Vinto working ahead in the count to the left-handed hit at Ashok. And another one dots the outside corner for Vinto. 0-2 the count. And swing, and she was unable to hold up. Home plate umpire rings her up. Vinto closes it down here in the top of the 7th. It's a final score from Walker Athletic Complex in Game 1. Piedmont 8, St. Olaf 1. Winning pitcher Emma McBrayer. Losing pitcher is Grismer for the Olies. We will be back in action shortly.
Over the Olies.
30 minutes or so from now. So long for now from the Walker Athletic Complex. We'll rejoin you soon. Joseph Garwood from the Main Event Broadcasting Network. So long.